So I got a question for you guys. Here's the question. With all the school shootings in the United States of America, why is it that there are no school shootings at all black schools? Why are there no shootings inside the classrooms in Southside Chicago, in Watts, Crenshaw District, Los Angeles, California? Why do you think that is? Can you guys come up with a reasonable answer of why the only kids who seem to be getting shot up majority of them are white kids? And yes, there are some Hispanic and Asian kids who have been shot up in these schools, but you don't see any black schools shot up. Do you want to know why? I'll tell you why. Number one, you get out of your car in a parking lot at a school down in South Central Los Angeles with a rifle, handgun, or anything else, you're going to get dropped before you hit the door. Number two, ain't nobody going down there because they're afraid they'll get shot. They know everybody's packing. See, these guys, they ain't playing. They're not dumb enough to release their guns to the government, even though the majority of those guns that are down in those areas are not registered guns. They're not stupid enough to register their guns and tell the United States government what they have and what they don't have. And that's another reason why the police don't go down in there and try for a gun grab, because they know it would be a bloodbath. They know they'd lose. But those kids, their safety ends when, unfortunately for them, their safety ends when they walk outside those schools with all the gang shootings. And I couldn't imagine what it would be like for these kids growing up in a world where they have to wonder whether they're going to make it home from school or not, because some madman's going to drive by and shoot at them. But the government has permit all of this to happen in these schools by not protecting them. And the reason why these kids in, places like Chicago are safe, not only is because everybody's packing heat around those schools, but also there's only one entrance into the school, and it requires a metal detector you got to get through a metal detector. If they seen you coming with a rifle in your hands, you're not sneaking in a back door. You're not sneaking in any section of the school to shoot up any school. But white America, you keep up the good work. You're doing a great job teaching your kids how to be great citizens and how to be the next generation that can help this country along, instead of being a bunch of morons like your parents. Your parents are too stupid to save themselves, and they think that by removing guns and lying on national television about the type of guns that Congress wants to take away, that somehow they're going to make this all go away. Look, you guys chased the Lord Jesus Christ out of culture. You told your kids there is no God. They have no hope. Suicide rate is through the roof. You got kids that don't even know what sex they are, for crying out loud. This is the kind of parents you are. This is the kind of people you have become. This is how destitute and vile you have become, that your own children are confused on their own sexuality, whether they're a boy or a girl. And just so that you know, there's only two sexes, male and female. There is no in between. Science doesn't lie. You guys live by science. According to you claim that that's how the world came into being, was through a great big bang and an explosion. So if you're going to go by that in order to deny the existence of God, then you got to live by that to deny the existence of transgenderism and all the other garbage that's come down the pike. You parents need to grow up. I hope and I pray that your kids get out from underneath your bondage, because you're poison to your children. You're too stupid to save your children, and you're too stupid to help them. The Lord said he was going to hand you over to a reprobate mind. And that's exactly what's happening. We didn't have killers when we were kids, and our houses were loaded with guns. When we got angry at somebody, we never even thought once about going back to our house and taking our dad's gun and harming another individual. Sometimes we'd go to knuckles, and it was kind of barbaric, but afterwards, you'd sit on the ground and laugh and clean the dust off you and the blood off your mouth, and you became best friends for life. Today, you're all a bunch of pansies. Your feelings are hurt over everything. Your parents are basket cases. It's no wonder that you guys are shooting up schools and doing what you're doing. And then you break the law by stepping outside of school and doing a protest that's against the law. You left school. Your principals are a bunch of pansies and losers. shame on you principals for not having any guts, any stones. My guess is you're a bunch of panty waist liberals. You're the new American male. You're the one who doesn't want to offend somebody by telling them the truth or helping them to become a better human being. You're just pathetic. This country is a joke anymore. You guys are pathetic, but guess what? We're going to take this country back, and people like you're going to be the first ones that we ship out of here. When we build that wall, we're going to send you all back over to Mexico, and you can hang out in Mexico and try that crap over there. Try telling the Mexican president what he's going to do. Matter of fact, just go ahead and call him a name. We'll send you over to a place like Venezuela where they got no food, their money's worthless. Or we'll send you over and you can hang out with good old Putin. Putin will have some good stuff for you when you want to go and illegally protest and do whatever you want. Matter of fact, if you protest, period. Because you could do that here in this country. They still permit you to do that under the Constitution of the United States. Take away your gun rights, which means that you're going to take away your First Amendment rights. You won't be able to say squat. They'll put you in prison anytime they want to. If you disagree with the authorities or say something bad about those who are in leadership, you will be imprisoned and put in labor camps. And if you can't work because you're a pansy, they'll just kill you. So good luck on your witch hunt there, folks. And great job on raising a bunch of basket case kids that don't even know what their own sex is. Man, you guys are great.